Hi everyone, Jeremy here from Video Studio, and today I'll show you how to create this Instagram Q&A title from scratch in Fusion. You can grab this asset for free with the link in the description below, but first, let me walk you through the motion graphic principle behind it so you actually understand how it works and build a skill set to do it yourself. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Alright, so once in DaVinci Resolve, we're going to start by going over to the effect library, effect, and bring a new Fusion composition into our timeline. Then we're going to move over to Fusion. Once in Fusion, I'm going to start by bringing a new background to our working area and link that background output to the media out. Then I'm going to go over to the inspector and reduce the alpha channel down to 0. Now to create our Q&A card, we're going to bring a rectangular mask. So I'm going to bring a new background and I'm going to link the output of that background to my background 1. We're going to then select the background 2. And here click on rectangular mask. That's just gonna bring that rectangular mask over our background. So the background is controlling the color and the rectangle is controlling the shape. For the color, we're gonna swap that from black to white. So I'm gonna change the color to white right here in the inspector. We're then gonna select our rectangle 1 again and adjust the shape. So I'm gonna raise up the corner radius. So we have some rounded corner, and then here we're gonna reduce the width so it's closer to a square than a rectangle, and maybe reduce the height a little bit. Now that we have our main shape, I'm gonna bring some text. So I'm gonna take a first text, drag it in our working area, and then I'm gonna link the output of that to our merge one. Right now we can't see anything yet because the text is white and the background is white. And also we don't have any text written right here. So let's just start by writing something. Ask me a question. I'm going to change the font here from Open Sun to Poppin. And now, as you can see, we started to see the text right here. We're going to go over now to shading. We're going to go to select element number 4, enable that. Then here, we're going to go to level character styling and switch that to text. Now we've created basically a box that is going to auto adjust to the text. We're gonna switch the color of that box to gray. So here, let's select black as a base and go here. And now we can adjust to the gray color. So I'm gonna go towards this. Let's now reduce the overall size of the font. So I'm gonna reduce that considerably, bring that up. And now we're gonna go back to shading and we're gonna adjust the extended horizontal value so it fill up our entire frame. And then we're gonna adjust the extended vertical value so it fill up our frame as well. For the extended horizontal value, I'm going to go like a bit higher, maybe 3. So we have, a bit of leeway here in case we have a very small text. It's not going to poke out of the mask. Right now, all we have to do is take the rectangular mask and apply that to a merge. And now it's going to mask that box that we've just created. Now I can just refine the adjustment on the vertical axis just to give it exactly the right space. So here I'm going to do this. And now I'm going to readjust the position of my text to make sure that it's properly placed. Now, finally, I'm gonna add the final answer to the question. So I'm gonna bring a new text node and link that to my merge tool. Then here, we're gonna select the text tool, write something. So how to edit in DaVinci Resolve. Again, we're gonna adjust here the font to Poppin. We're gonna switch the color from white to black. And instead of bold, we're gonna select maybe medium. Actually, I'm gonna do the same thing for the text one. I'm gonna swap that to medium. And now I'm just gonna adapt that text so it fit the compound of the box. So here, I'm just gonna go over to layout. And then here, instead of point, we're gonna select text box. It's bringing that text box right here. And now if I were to add, any text, it will stay within that text box. So that's just gonna help us to stay within the limit of the box that we set up. So here, I'm just gonna reduce it. So it's staying within that box, then bringing that down. And now I'm gonna reduce the overall size as well as the line spacing a little bit. And now we pretty much have the final layout of our title. For the animation, we're just gonna do an animation on the opacity and the position. So I'm gonna select my merge 3. It's shift based on my keyboard, bring a transform node, and we're gonna do a zoom animation for this one. So I'm gonna go to frame 30. We're gonna select the size here at 1 and drop a keyframe on it. And then we're gonna go to frame 0 and we're gonna bring the size down, but not all the way down because I don't want it to just come from too far. I want it to be maybe like halfway would be pretty good, I think. So let's do 0.5. Now if we play it, we have our animation. We need to smooth that out by going over to the Spline editor. Then here I'm going to select my transform. We can see the point that we've just created. I'm going to select zoom to fit, select both of them. On my keyboard, hit the letter S to smooth out those curves. Then hit the letter T to bring the ease in and ease out, and bring the ease in at 85. As you can see, it's adjusting here that handle, and that's going to make our animation a lot smoother. So here about 85. And now if we play it, as you can see, the animation is a lot smoother. And now finally, we're going to do an opacity animation. To do that, I'm going to select my transform one, hit shift space on my keyboard, bring a brightness and contrast node. I'm going to select the alpha channel. Here, go to frame 30, drop a keyframe on the gain at 1, and then go to frame 0 and bring the gain down to 0. And here we go, we got our final animation. Now, if you don't want to build this yourself and want to use this directly in your edit page as a drag and drop template, you can download it with the link in the description below. It's part of our free starter pack, which contains over 300 assets across 20 categories. It's completely free for personal and commercial use, and over 200,000 editors are already using it. Just click the link below, fill up the form, and we'll send it directly to your email. After downloading your pack, you'll get a zip file. Double click on the zip file to unzip it, which will give you a folder. In that folder, you'll find a couple of things: the installation instruction, the license, the GFX file for DaVinci Resolve, and the font used to create the assets. Start by installing the fonts. Without them, DaVinci Resolve will not know which font to use, which can result in a black screen when you drag your title onto the timeline. To install the font, simply go to the font folder. If you're on Mac, just select all the font and double-click on them. This will open a window asking if you wanted to install the font. Select Install. If you're on Windows, same thing. Just select all the fonts and then right-click and select Install. Alternatively, you can drag or copy and paste the font directly into your computer fonts folder. Once the fonts are installed, double-click on the GFX file to install the pack. This process is the same for both Mac and Windows. This will open DaVinci Resolve, if not already, and prompt open a window asking if you want to install the pack. Select Install. Then once in DaVinci Resolve, you can find that title by going over to Effect, Titles, Video Editor Studio, and then you can scroll all the way down until you find the free starter pack. And this will be in our social media category. Here you have 18 different social media titles that you can choose from, including that IG question title. So you can just take it, drag it here in your timeline, and now you'll have control over every element that we just saw in Fusion, but directly in the edit page. We've also added some animation control where you can choose different type of animation. We can choose the timing of the animation and the intensity of that animation. You can obviously adjust the size and position of it as well. You can make modification to the rectangle, the colors, and obviously replace the text to whatever you want, and change the font, tracking, size, so on and so forth. All right, and that's pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in a comment what kind of video you'd like to see next, and I'll see you in the next one. If you need motion graphic assets for DaVinci Resolve, we have over 50 carefully crafted packs available on our website, including transitions, effects, and titles built specifically for DaVinci Resolve. You can get started now, completely free, by downloading our starter pack that contains over 300 assets. Get it with the link in the description below or directly on the website at videoeditorstudio.com.